What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode 36 of the Gaming Now. Here from a little bit of hiatus. There's a lot of vacations going on, summer vacation, so we're all back now. Um, Johnny's still a little bit sick under the weather, but yesterday was his birthday, so happy birthday to Johnny.
Hey, happy birthday, Johnny.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
And D'Lo is in the process of moving still, so trying to get back to him. So once he returns, hopefully he said a couple weeks. So hopefully we see him soon. So he's but everyone's doing good. So Johnny has told me he had a good birthday and we're all back from vacation. So I am joined by Caroline. How's it going?
It's going. How are you guys? Back from vacation. I just got back from Hawaii and not even 24 hours ago. So
That's
can't
insane.
complain.
That's insane. BJ, how you doing, man?
Hot. Oh fuck. I'm hot, but I'm making it.
So it is about here. We all of us are in Michigan. It is about 104. That's what our phone. So that's what my phone says. So very hot, very humid out there. But for me, the hotter the better. So it is what it is. I know some people don't like the heat as much, but um, I'm loving it out there. So this is a good weather to go swimming, go to the beach. You can be outside and have a little fun. But so today we got a packed episode. We haven't been with you guys for 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about Sony and Xbox mentioning the new next gen consoles. We're gonna talk about Borderlands 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza. They had a direct since we've been gone. We have the last duel, of course. And I have an interesting question that I did not show Caroline or BJ on the list. I have an interesting question for them about that. But first, I just want to catch up with everybody, like what you've been playing, what you've been doing, any of that stuff. You can tell what you've been watching, just anything. So let's start off with BJ, man.
Uh, I've just been mostly still on the retro stuff on the Switch too. I've been playing Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance. Really, that's about it, man. Other than that, and then I'm always doing my little card game stuff, but I ain't been going too crazy lately.
You winning any of the card games?
I haven't been nowhere since
Okay.
since we've been back or nothing, so I'm just on the sim, just always working on the build on my deck and just practicing for when I do go back.
And that Fire Emblem, what system was that originally on? You said the old school. What was that on?
It's on Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you
Trying
play
to
it
get
when it was
going.
out, or?
That one in particular, I didn't play when it was out. No, so it's nice
Okay.
to get into it and kind of go through it. Try to get ready for when they put Path of Radiance on the GameCube eventually,
Okay.
so I can
All
play that
right.
one,
Is
which I
that
did
Kurt?
play before though. So
Is that Kirby shirt? Did you get that from when we were out of town?
yeah, yeah,
All right.
it was one of
It
them little
looks
drops.
nice.
Was that
Yes,
from a
All right.
store?
sir. Huh?
You guys said you were out of town. Was that from a store when you guys were out of town, or you ordered it?
Yeah, yeah. It was just like a little kind of souvenir shop type of thing they
Oh,
had.
nice.
Had a lot of like anime and gaming type stuff in there, and with Kirby Air Ride, hopefully also coming to the GameCube and the new one coming out, seemed fitting.
Okay. Caroline, what about you? Update us on what's going on with you.
Yeah, like I said, I just got back from Hawaii. I was there for 2 weekends, so like a whole week. My nerding out was we visited the telescope. The telescope there is called Mauna Kea, so I kind of nerded out over there. We saw stars. There was like a whole lecture on different stars and how it was part of like Hawaiian culture. In terms of gaming, though, like before I left for Hawaii, I was still in Persona 5. I am going to buy a Switch too in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna check out Target or some just to make sure they have it in stock. I don't know if I'll buy it, today, but just to see, if it's gonna be difficult to get that. But I've been playing Persona 5, and I watched. I didn't realize there was a Persona 5 animation, like an anime.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's what I did while I was on vacation during our downtime, was watch the Persona 5 anime just
You
to get
understand?
like my fix. But it also, I think so. I watched the series until where I'm at in the actual game, if that makes sense.
Get some spoilers.
Yeah, well, I don't want to. I don't exactly. I don't want to be spoiled. So I think I have like 2 more episodes before the spoilers actually happen. But I'm more than halfway through the series, so that tells me that I'm like halfway through Persona.
Okay, all right. I mean, they shortened it up a lot. I ain't gonna lie, but
Okay. I think. Well, I'm definitely more than halfway through the series, so I'm just like I said, like I'm assuming that they're probably like I'm at least halfway done.
you probably about halfway.
Yeah, I put in about like 60 something hours already.
Yeah,
So probably another
sounds about
3
halfway.
hours. Yeah. But I gotta, like, I'm almost there, so I feel like
Like
I gotta.
literally.
That's why I'm not rushing the Switch 2 because like I feel like once I get the Switch 2, I'm gonna forget about Persona 5. And
I
I'm
still
gonna
feel
like,
like it's really no rush. Like unless you're a big Mario Kart person, like you're not gonna really get to play too much that you couldn't have spent.
right.
You know?
But I mean, like all the retro games, you were talking about the retro gaming on the Switch
Yeah.
too. Like that's the one. That's where
Yeah, there's a
I'm
lot there.
itching to play.
All the
Right.
classic Zeldas there. Um, classic Mario.
Right. Wind
Especially
Waker.
like
I've
Wind
only
Waker.
played Wind Waker for a couple of hours. So I've been wanting to play that game and Twilight Princess. I've never played Twilight Princess before, but I don't think that's on there. I think it's eventually going to be on
It's
there.
not on there, but I mean that game was technically on the GameCube toward the end of GameCube life, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Man, I hope it's on there.
I'm sure they're
I
gonna
know.
throw it all on there. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna throw that all on there.
I hope so.
I gotta look.
But
'Cause
yeah, so like
I'm
I
not
know we're
sure.
gonna eventually go into this, but Donkey Kong Bonanza actually looked really cool. So maybe in addition to Mario Kart, I might get that
Yeah, it
too.
was on the GameCube, so
Yeah.
it could very well come to
Yeah.
the GameCube.
Twilight Princess was like the end of GameCube
Yeah.
/ on the Wii.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Shoot, I've been playing too many. I'm like overdoing myself with games. I've been playing a game called Rematch, which is a soccer game, but they call it like soccer. What's the name of the card game? I can't think of the name of the card game with the soccer ball, but we played it. I played it with BJ and I played it with I think D'Lo. Can't think of the name of the game right now. Rocket League. So they call it like more of a Rocket League-ish soccer game, not your traditional simulation type. They released the Five Nights at Freddy chapter on Dead by Daylight, so I've been playing that. That's really fun and interesting. I'm going through my second playthrough of Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, that great game. So
Oh,
I'm doing my second playthrough, which is unheard of for me. So
I
that is.
still
Have you played it yet,
not
or
yet. It's still
okay?
unopened because I'm trying to finish. Should I play it first before I get on my Switch? Like again, I'm not in a rush to
I,
get.
I feel like you've been talking about Persona 5 for like months. How long you been
I
playing that?
know. I don't know. It has been months. I think it's been a couple months, but it's a long game,
um,
and it's just
yeah,
a matter of finding time to play it. And
yeah,
I would play like 3 hours, but I wouldn't be playing every
yeah.
day.
Right. Yeah, I'm on my second. I like that when you play through your second playthrough, you don't have to start an entire new game. You start a new game, but they let you carry everything over. So they call it
That's good.
New Game plus. So I
New
got
Game
all the
Plus, right?
characters and all that good stuff, and I'm enjoying that. So rematch that. Oh, and I'm still playing Mario Kart. I played that a lot this morning. So that was fun. It's
How
getting
are you doing?
definitely get. I'm doing pretty for my standards. I'm doing pretty well where I like to
Okay.
be at. I'm finishing in the top. I would say top 8 almost each game.
Mhm.
I personally don't like that. I want to finish in the top 4, but I'm
Right.
finishing in the top 8. Um, it's a lot of chaos. People like, in my opinion, people don't know how to race, so they just get their items and just throw their items. But that's cool when you I don't know. I just got a specific way of racing. I don't just throw my items because I want to try to get to the front. It's like if you in the back and you're battling with the people in the back, then you're never gonna get to the front.
Hmm.
So let the people in the middle battle each other, and then you can knock some of them back, or they'll knock each other back so you can get up. But what I see is like the person in 23rd hitting the person who's in 22nd. That's cool to get up one place, but that's not cool to get up 10 places that you need to be at. You know, so and the items are so spread out. You get items a lot, but they're a little bit spread out to where hitting one person in front of you is not gonna make that big of a difference. You want to try to get something
like somebody
that,
further away.
yeah, you want to try to
Yeah.
get some to knock them to pull them back. So
Right.
but I'm still having fun with it. It's not getting boring or anything to me. I'm loving it. I wish they had a little bit more curves and turns. The straightaways are cool, but you can't do much on the straightaways. And I just don't like the item. Like I got the golden mushroom today, and it's supposed to boost, and I got that, and I got all these people in front of me, but I didn't pass any of them. Like I
Oh.
didn't. That's what I was supposed to do. It didn't really improve my position like as it should, as I believe it should. So, but it's still fun. It's still fun. I got all my characters that I use, which is Daisy. I got all her variations unlocked, so I'm happy with that. Baby Daisy and regular Daisy. So to get into our show right here, to segue a little bit, we got Sony and Xbox already have started talking about next gen. It's funny because me and my friends, we did a little barbecue yesterday and we talked about next gen a little bit. So I'm gonna read the little quote from Sony um, that I have up right here. Sony says, we have been in cloud gaming for over the last 11 years. We deployed a cloud gaming service to support the PS3, PS4, and PS5 generations, and we are really proud about the quality we have delivering. Oh, so yeah, we have been delivering cloud streaming through PlayStation Plus Premium, and we have a cloud streaming beta on the PlayStation Portal is one such way we are doing this. However, the business model for cloud gaming must be sustainable for the long-term growth. Cloud gaming is progressing well from a technical standpoint, as we have demonstrated with these offerings, but end-to-end network stability is not in our control. So Sony remains committed to consoles for now, but they are talking about console game. I mean, they are talking about cloud gaming. So they're kind of hinting towards the PS6 is currently in development. That's what they kind of said. What do we feel about? Well, let me not even do that yet. Let me talk about Xbox. They're partner with AMD. I don't know if somebody got something going on in the background. I might hear little voices or something like that. I don't think it's not your thing, Caroline. Thought I heard like a little singing or something. But Xbox is making a partnership with AMD again, who they already been partnering with. So they're talking about their next gen consoles. This is an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox. So there are, as we talked before, we thought Xbox might be moving away, but they are committed to more consoles. That's what they're talking about. More consoles. The future. We got the Ryzen chip, the AI chip. So they are committed to doing more with gaming. So, how do you guys feel about the next gen of consoles? I really feel like we haven't really started the gen yet. PlayStation's lacking on games. Xbox is struggling, and now they're already talking next gen. Caroline, what do you think about them kind of already hitting that next gen already? These consoles released in 2020, by the way.
Well, they're talking about it because it's gonna take some time to develop it, right? So, like, at least like from what I'm reading, it's not gonna happen until like another 5 or 6 years, is my understanding.
Okay,
But
that was one question I was gonna ask at the end because I personally think it's sooner than later, but you're saying 5 6 years, all right?
that's what I read. But I don't know. Like, I feel like, to your point, I feel like they need to fix their oopsies first before they can start talking about the next gen. I know we're gonna go into like marathon and all that, but they got some cleanup to do, I think.
VJ, what you think about the next gen and them already talking on that?
I don't think they should be even talking about that at all because this gen ain't been nothing. So
Right.
if we moving on, then this might be the worst gen ever.
Oh wow,
So,
really? Okay.
bro, I mean, what have we got out of this gen
Nothing.
since it came out? It's only been 5 years, so we're about halfway through
Mm-hmm.
a regular,
Right.
thing. I think it's too soon to be talking about that. They need to give us something this gen that was really notable and memorable because right now I don't feel like there's anything like that. Like, I mean, we're talking about games like Balatro and Astrobot winning up all the awards, like because there's just nothing else to play. So I don't. I think it's a little too early to be talking about that. I think we need to worry about what's going on right now. Like The Switch, I know everybody want to talk about it because the Switch did now drop their quote unquote, but they kind of came out first. They always come out first, and
Mm-hmm.
then they're a little bit behind in the actual like hardware. So it's not like they're like really trying to do anything crazy. So I don't think anybody else needs to be trying to do anything, or we're gonna get the same situation. And I want to hear everybody crying the same way that they cried about the Switch when this PS6 comes out, and it's just a slightly better, exact same thing as it always been. So I don't know. I think we need to wait a little bit on that, and hopefully what Caroline said is true, or they're talking about in like the next 5 years, because I just I just don't see anything notable from this gen to even feel comfortable wrapping it up.
So do y'all think? So me and Muhammad was talking yesterday when I was at his house. Do y'all think the problem? Because I've talked about this on the podcast before. They're still supporting. So when let me think of a game. When Cyberpunk or something comes out, all right, it's on a new Xbox and it's on a PS5, but it's also on the old stuff. But that's taken away because nothing is truly next gen right now. They always put it on the the older system. And me and Muhammad were talking, and he was saying, and I believe it as well, that that's taken away from, when you get a new system, it's supposed to be next gen, and you're getting this game, you're getting Cyberpunk just for the new Xbox. You're getting Mario Kart, the Mario Kart World Tour, Mario Kart World is just on the Switch too, not on the other Switch. I think that's how you promote somebody has to get something. Now somebody has to get the Switch 2 to play that if they really want to. They have to get the Switch 2 if they want to play the new DK. Like, do y'all think them supporting the us old stuff is kind of taken away from this generation?
Um,
You want to go, BJ?
I mean, probably like you said, there's no reason. I know my one boy. I still don't think he's on PS4. I don't think he ever did get a PS5 to this day because he never had to. He was like, I can just
Mm-hmm.
keep getting everything on the PS4. Um, I do kind of get why they do that because they don't want people to feel like they're just immediately getting like abandoned as soon as the new console comes out. Like everybody can't always just afford to go get it day one.
Okay, give them a
So
year.
I mean that's fair. Yeah, but maybe they do support the old stuff for too long, and that just makes it feel like we've never like jumped. I mean, because I don't know if stuff is still coming out on PS4
It is
till now, like which is
Really?
crazy at this point. Like,
because
so I mean,
they want kind of what BJ's saying. They want to keep that player base, and I get it. I'm not rich by any means, but I also remember getting a console growing up, and it's like the GameCube coming out, and it's just gonna be on the GameCube, not on the 64. So I had to get a GameCube. Like it was no like they're not doing that now. Kind of what BJ's saying. The game, his boy and D'Lo. I mean, even D'Lo, he hasn't upgraded his Xbox yet because all the stuff is still coming on there. He can play everything with us because everything's still coming on, and that's his Xbox is 2 generations ago. So he doesn't have the last Xbox; he has the one before that. So I don't know. Caroline, what you think on it?
Yeah, I think it does take away to an extent. I like the idea of like, hey, after a year, then we're not gonna like stop. Like you can't play older generation or you can't play games in the older generation. Like I think that's what they're trying to do with the Switch, where like, hey, they kind of own your games now, and like if they decide to cut your games, like that's it. I don't think that should be the case, but I like the
No.
idea um, of like doing it for a year, supporting the previous gen for a year, and then okay, after that, then okay, everything is just going to be exclusive to the next gen. So kind of like I'm in the same boat with Dilo with my PS5. Like I am not planning on getting a PS6 like when it gets released because there's just so much. At least like for me, I can still get so much out of it. Again, maybe 5 years from now, I might think differently. But like again, I have backlog games. I don't have what's it called uh
FOMO?
no, like the game, like it's not Steam, but like the other one.
What, like
It's
Game Pass?
Game Pass.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't have Game Pass where I don't have like an infinite amount of like backlog. I do actually have backlog, and I think there's about 20 games that have backlog, and I'm sure I'm not going to finish them all in 5 years because I'm always going to end up buying like what I'm gonna get a Switch 2, and I still have backlog on my Switch 1. So for me, it's not. I don't know,
Yeah,
like
a lot of
I'm not.
backlog.
Yeah, for me, at least like for the PS5. Again, I don't know about the new Xbox because from what I'm reading, the new Xbox is gonna have, excuse me, Game Pass. It's gonna have like more um, support for like all the PC games. So to me, there's no reason for me to get the next gen. Like BJ was saying, it's it's a little bit rushed. Like it does feel like they're already talking about that. Again, I know it takes time for it to develop, but I don't think I think it's not going to be hyped up as like when it first comes out, or when the new generation comes out, just because I still have my old stuff, and I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat. Not that I have all the money in the world as well. So
Hmm. Yeah, and I'm not being like a butthole, or I'm just saying like for me, maybe I can get the system day one, or like BJ said, but I still think it needs to be, because what's my incentive to get the new system if you're releasing everything on the system I already got?
right.
It's really no incentive for me. Like, once again, yeah, if you really love Mario Kart, you had to get the Switch 2, or have to get the Switch 2 to play the new Mario. So that, to me, that's a good strategy. And it doesn't always work, but like you said, maybe it's not just a year, maybe it's 2 years. You keep supporting it for 2 years, and then you keep supporting it for 2 years, and then you say, all right, after this amount of time, we're gonna stop supporting it. You can still play it, obviously, but we're not releasing none of our new games on PS4. They only gonna be on PS5. So then, if you want to play the new God of War, you got to get on PS5. I mean,
Having only the GameCube on Switch 2 but not on Switch 1 is already a lot of people's incentives to
yeah,
get Switch 2. Like,
and
that's
that's
why I
my
wanted
favorite system.
it. Yeah, it's a lot of people's favorite system. GameCube was a very awesome system, and unless they're gonna put the GameCube on the Switch 1, which I doubt it. I don't know. I don't think it's powerful enough, or I'm not sure what they're. But again, that's again, you're right. That's incentive for me to get my Switch 2.
And I seen a poll. I didn't know this. I might have talked to Johnny about this, but I didn't know this. I didn't know the GameCube was so negatively regarded among our peers. So it's not. I see. Yeah, they did like a poll of best Nintendo systems, and GameCube. Like, they were just talking about GameCube. GameCube ain't it. I was like, oh man, I didn't know the poll had GameCube near the bottom of the poll. Um, Compared to the systems like 64 and all the Wii and all that stuff. GameCube wasn't as
Really?
high. That's my favorite system, but it wasn't as high as we would think.
Nintendo 64, I get it. No,
Wii,
Nintendo's
Switch,
yeah, I was like Nintendo came out with some good systems though, like the Game Boy, Nintendo 60
yeah,
or Super Nintendo was great. I'm trying to think what was a flop. Wii U. I guess the Wii U
yeah.
was just pretty bad.
I mean, GameCube's my favorite system out of all of the systems. PlayStation, Xbox, everything. It's my favorite. So not just Nintendo, but just that's my favorite. That's where I made the most memories, I believe. So growing up, we had a lot of fun with the GameCube. So um, let's move on to a game that I'm not necessarily interested in. Um, but from what I've been reviewing and seeing, a lot of people are the Donkey Kong Bonanza. They had a direct. They had a trailer. I'm gonna bring it up here. Kind of showing, people were thinking like, some people were saying, is this an Odyssey prequel? Like, how is this tied to Odyssey? Because Pauline's on there and she's a kid, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this is some kind of gameplay. Some people are saying this is taking the place of Odyssey for now until it releases Odyssey 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. But like I said, I'm not necessarily interested in it, but it does look nice. Gameplay mechanics look cool. Being able to dig in the earth. So I kind of want to get y'all thoughts on what y'all think of how this looks, and is this something you want to play? In Caroline, you kind of already alluded to it, so I'll let you jump off on it.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed was Pauline, and I think that's good. Like that's their latest IP, right? Or she's a
Mm-hmm.
latest IP, and I think they're trying to promote her more because she
Well,
was in Odyssey. Now she's in DK, so maybe at some like my thoughts were like, well, the game looks really good, and actually I'm more compelled to buy the game just based on this direct. I didn't realize Donkey Kong could do all these things now. And I grew up with like Donkey Kong 64, and I really enjoyed those games. But again, like the thing I noticed was Pauline. I'm like, maybe Pauline's gonna have her own game at some point, just because like she's already appeared in a couple of two like main 3D games. So yeah,
I didn't even
but
think about that. Maybe she
yeah,
will get her own game. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So
Hmm.
I mean, because we always talk about like IPs and like Xbox and PlayStation and how like Halo's kind of dead and PlayStation is trying to do the Astrobot thing. But like I don't know. I think Nintendo has a really good strategy of like now they're trying to introduce more IPs into Nintendo, and like this is their way of doing it. I think it's really smart of them to do it this way. Just like, oh, Pauline's here, Pauline's there. So maybe she'll have our new game, maybe or her own game.
Meanwhile, while they edit, they can get Daisy her own game too. That's my homie.
Oh, that would
But
be nice.
anyways,
I like Daisy.
so my homie. BJ, what you think about DK, man?
Uh, I think this game looks amazing. Like I'm actually really shocked at all the love that they're giving Donkey Kong because he usually is the one that always got put to the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting like freaking bongo game, music rhythm games and stuff. Like they were
Mm-hmm.
never like. So this is them definitely. They're giving all the love they would give a new 3D Mario game, and they're giving it all to Donkey Kong right now, and I'm happy to see it. I think it looks great. I'm definitely gonna be getting it on release and playing it. And just so y'all, I don't know if y'all do know this or not, but Pauline is actually from the very first Donkey Kong game, the OG game, the
Yeah.
woman that gets
Oh.
kidnapped
Yeah.
Oh,
that
I thought
that
that was
is
Princess.
Mario is saving from the very first game. That's Pauline. So
Oh.
there's kind of a connection there in that way. I mean, I don't know what kind of like story kind of implications this will have. I don't. I think they just threw her in there just because of the fact that it's kind of paying homage all the way back to the original Donkey Kong game. Uh, I
So
wasn't
did
expecting it.
do you or Caroline, but do you know that if Pauline was she in any Mario games? Because the little gaming podcast I listened to were saying this could be a prequel. They were making it sound like she was in another game, but I don't know that to be true.
I mean, she does appear in Odyssey, like
Mm-hmm.
when you get
Okay.
to a certain area.
Towards the end, I think,
She's
or
like
like
the
near the whole
mayor of one
thing.
of the towns. I can't remember what the name of it was. And then that her whole song from that was like a big deal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Still playing
Other
my
than
head right
that, I
now.
don't think that she's really been around as much as the other ones. I think they are trying to now push her to the forefront, which
And
is interesting.
she's an adult in Odyssey. Like she's
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she is an
not
adult in
okay.
Odyssey.
She's
Yeah,
an adult singer. Yep.
and that's what I seen people saying was why did she get the like more like like baby Daisy and baby Pete? They're literally like in diapers with like whatever, but she gets to be like a little bit older. I seen people were like questioning that. I don't know why. I feel like that's weird, but I mean, she kind of has to be a little bit older in the context of this game because she has to be able to talk and sing and do all the stuff that she does in the
Mm-hmm.
game. And I was just telling you that Pauline was my girl the other day when we were talking about Mario Kart.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I think it's cool that they're adding her in there. But as far as the game itself, I think they're really like have really outdone themselves. Like Donkey Kong is doing like a little bit of everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's doing a little bit of everything. Like and then they even they bring back his like transformations, which he always could do in like when the old Donkey Kong Country games and whatever, where he could turn into a rhino or a snake or whatever and do stuff. So no, I think this is great. Like this is. I really wish that this would have came out on launch with the Switch 2, so I had already been playing it. But seeing as much detail and work that they're putting into it, I see why they have to take their time and make sure everything is right. But I'm excited to play it.
I think it deals with that. We talked. I think some of us agree, some of us disagree. But that marketing strategy is like if you release, I don't know, you got to think if you release two Marvel movies at the same time, can everybody go see them? That's a little bit different because it costs a lot less money. But if you release the Xbox and the PlayStation at the same time, can somebody go get both? And that's what they kind of were alluding to on one of the podcasts I was listening to. Like, all right, they got Mario Kart, and if they release Donkey Kong, it's one gonna take away from the other. So now given this month apart. Some people might be tired of Mario Kart. I'm not, but some people might be tired of it already. And there you go, Donkey Kong about to come out. So, and then I feel like a lot of companies might start releasing games like that. Like I'm not gonna release Halo, Gears of War, and GTA at the same time because everybody ain't gonna be able to play all three. I'm gonna spread them out a little bit. So maybe that's why they're taking this course of action. Um, Unpopular opinion for me, Donkey Kong 64 is one of my favorite, and that's another one. Most of the games I like, it seems like those are the unpopular ones. That is renowned as one of the worst ones. I personally like that one very much.
That
Um,
was fun. Wait,
I,
what?
I know. See, that's you got the same every time I'm listening and looking at these like surveys or whatever, these polls, and then it's like the people. A lot of people did not like Donkey Kong 64, and that's like my favorite. Like hitting the little things and having, oh man, shooting a peanut gun. I mean, so this looks cool. Like I said, I wasn't initially wasn't like feeling it or anything like that. Not like I did that I disliked it. Like I just didn't think I was gonna spend my 70 or 60, 70, $80, however much it's gonna be. I didn't think I was gonna spend it on this game. Watching the direct, it gave me a little bit more like, all right, I'm feeling it a little bit more. Am I gonna spend my 60, 70 on it? I still am unsure about that, if I'm being honest, but it definitely looks nice. And for people who are down with that, I haven't even finished Odyssey yet. I mean, I got Odyssey, I haven't finished Odyssey yet. It's just and once again going back to the area, Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite, and that's renowned as one of the worst ones. So I personally like Mario Sunshine. I like my GameCube and 64 games, man. I don't know what the thing is about them, but a lot of people don't vibe with those. Did you play Sunshine, Caroline?
I did. I had a lot of fun with that game. It wasn't my favorite 3D Mario game.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun. Again, I don't understand what the bad reviews were, but I thought it was a
Yeah.
lot of fun personally.
So, personally, I like that. So, Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out soon. Um, soon to a Switch 2 near you if you have one. Enjoy the game. Something we already talked about that we knew was coming, but I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that. Marathon delayed indefinitely. They they said they got some work to do. So it looks like some kind of what BJ. It looks like Sony is failing because this generation they chose to go all live service, and that's not panning out. So kind of want to get y'all thoughts on Marathon. We know they were stealing people, or it was reported that some graphics were stolen and things like that. So how y'all feel about this delay? Is it dead on arrival? Is it ever gonna come back? Like what do y'all think about this?
Uh, I think it'll come back, but I think the delay is just showing like you see how hard some of these games are getting hit now. Like it's if you come out and you're not ready, people gonna let you have it. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're like, yo, we gotta take a step back, make sure we got everything right with this game before we release it, or like you said, we're gonna be dead on arrival. It's a lot of that going on these days. So I don't think they want to be the next victim of that. So I don't blame them. I am always, of the mind that hey, take as much time as you need and deliver us a finished product. Like don't be bringing these half baked games to us, man, because we don't we're and you want to keep raising your prices, so y'all got to start coming correct with this, or we're not even gonna give it the light of day.
Oh man, I brought up Concord. I meant to bring up. Oops, brought up the wrong game. My
That's
bad.
crazy.
I meant to bring up Marathon. Go ahead,
That's what
Caroline.
they're trying not to do.
That's a Friday. Oh man. I think it's good. I think it will come back. I'm not sure how soon it will come back, and I think it's a good thing that they're actually focusing on the feedback of the consumers. It sounds like. Um, is it like on its release? Is it going to be like Concord? I mean, I hope not, but it's kind of leaning towards that. So hopefully they're able to fix all the bugs and the remove all the plagiarism. Um, is it going to be a hit? Um, I think I think the game will be good once they fix up everything. I don't know if it'll be hit because of like the bad press that it's already received. And I know for at least like for me, when something leaves a bad taste in my mouth, it's hard to get it out, right? And I know like a lot of people are very much not gonna buy the game for the reason that like, hey, you already screwed up. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a game that I'm not particularly interested in, just because I'm not into FPSs. Again, to me, it doesn't look anything different than any other FPS, and even if they do fix everything. I don't know, like, but I just don't. I think it won't be successful. Not like, again, if they fix everything, that's one thing. But I think it just won't be successful, not because of like they fixed everything, but because it's nothing, nothing about it sticks out. So
Okay. BJ, I think we all said the same thing, but is this something you're interested in? I think we all said no,
No,
but
yeah,
okay.
no, I'm not interested in this at all. Like, I'm kind of over these games. I'm not even really the biggest shooter fan at all these days, personally. So no, I'm not interested in that game.
And what the guy said, he said, through every comment and real time conversation on social media and Discord, your voice has been strong and clear, Bungie said. We have taken this to heart and we know we need more time to craft marathon into the game that truly reflects your passion.
See,
yeah.
After much discussion with our dev team, we've made the decision to delay the September 23rd release. Oh,
See, that sound like they saying exactly what I said. They don't want to come out and then get immediately shat on. That's what it sounds like to me.
Sounds like the right move. Just I just don't think that it's the right move. I just don't think it'll be as successful as I think it would be.
right.
It's
And
not
I
like
agree.
right. It's not like it's GTA, right?
Right. Right. Oh, no. Right. It ain't nowhere near that level.
Right, right.
All
People are
right.
still going to buy GTA even if it's a year later, right?
And now you know
Uh huh.
GTA ain't coming out this year too, so now you can safely do whatever you need to do for this year.
All right.
All right, another game that I've had a little bit. We talked about it before. I've had a little bit of time in. I think BJ said he did as well. I'm not sure about Caroline because she said she generally doesn't play these type of games. But I believe it was just yesterday. Borderlands floor. They had like a deep dive. They had a boss battle. Um, so I just wanted to get on your thoughts, BJ. I'm gonna start off with you because I know you played it. Does this look any different? Does it look appealing? Like, it's Borderlands, in my opinion, people love them games. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're kind of repetitive and they can kind of get boring. Like when you see this boss game play, and it, kind of looks like Borderlands, same as usual. Does it look any different? Look it appealing to you? Anything new?
I mean, graphically, I feel like it looks a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not watched this, to be completely honest. Like, what you're showing me now is the first I've seen. So just kind of going off of what I'm looking at right now, I mean, graphically it looks better. I mean, it does ultimately look like the same feel that you would get from Borderlands. Um, I don't know. Honestly, this doesn't look too bad to me. Uh,
But go to that age old question: is this because me and you do a lot of the Game Pass? Is this something? Because this not gonna be on Game Pass. Is this something you would spend your bread on?
no. But look, I am forever tired of Borderlands after as much as I played Borderlands 2 back in the day, as well as Borderlands pre-sequel, so I could be a little biased. Like, when I see Borderlands, I just don't want to play it because I feel like I've played so much of it already. And this does, I mean, the better graphics kind of makes it look like it gives a different feel, but I'm sure when you play the game, it's still all that same. Yeah, it's just looter shooter, man.
Yeah,
Uh, no, I wouldn't be spending any money on this game. I didn't even play Borderlands 3, so
me either. Me either. Caroline, what you think about Borderlands 4? I know you don't generally play these types, but how do
Yeah,
you feel about the look of it?
it looks really good. Definitely looks a lot better than Marathon.
Well, I mean,
So, um, I mean, I have no interest in it only because again, it's not my type of game. But like if I go over to somebody's house and they have it and they say, "Hey, want to give it a shot?" I would. So it looks fun.
what kind of Caroline? What kind of games do you play? What kind of play games? Because you don't play the shooter games. Like, what's your ideal game to play with friends? Like, is there a certain type of game you like playing with friends?
I like party games. I like fighting games. So I get the fighting games are usually like with other people, and then any type of co-op game. Um, So like there's this man, it's a retro game or a retro looking game called like Pico Park. So that's
Okay.
for like 6 people. So like and it's all co-op. Like you're basically trying to clear the level with, and you need like all 6 people. There's so six people, and you need all 6 people to help clear levels. So stuff like that. Um, I don't know. Like it's the first person shooter. It's all right. It's all right. But I like my Mario parties a lot. So
Okay. Same.
yeah, yeah. Those are the type of games I like playing with friends.
Um, this is I actually added something else since when I was talking about the games I've been playing. I wanted to throw this in there. This wasn't something I put on the list, but I'm gonna pull up some video of it
Okay.
so you guys can see it. It's a game called Rematch, like I told you guys about. But I just wanted to give a couple of numbers and see what you guys feel because it's a little bit different. It's not your traditional sports, but Rematch surpasses 1 million players in its first full day of release. A
Oh,
million. This was a game that wasn't. We looked at it. This was on one of the directs, and we talked about it. And then they had a beta that I didn't get into, but they had over 1.9 million players across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, and they broke a couple records on Steam. And that game also saw 6,700,000 matches played during the beta. 6,700,000 matches played during the beta. So maybe y'all not sports, but what? Maybe y'all don't like the sports games, etc. Whatever. But what does this tell you about a different kind of take on the game? This is more arcadey, BJ or NFL Street, NBA Street. This more arcadey type. What do you think about those crazy numbers, like 6 million matches, a million players on day one? Like, how y'all feel about that? A game that we all looked at and said, I think I was the only one who said it looks interesting to me, and y'all four said no. But I think I'm enjoying playing it so far.
is that why you got the game though? Because like you saw, or did you play before you saw the numbers?
Like I said, a couple months ago. This was a part of one of those directs. We had an episode, and I believe y'all said y'all wasn't interested. For me, it's just I like when they change up something. This isn't your traditional soccer game, so this is
Right.
kind of more fast paced and things like that. So I already had it downloaded because it's on Game Pass as well. So just to get out there and play it, so I had it downloaded before the numbers.
Okay. Well, I know soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. It's not that big in America, but as we know, it's like worldwide. It's just like an
Mm-hmm.
insanely loved sport by like all countries. Like, so I understand why it would have such a big. FIFA is one of the biggest sports games. I don't play it, but it's one of the biggest sports games out there. And I don't think they ever did this type of game with soccer, as far as I know. Like, I don't think there's ever been like uh arcadey style other than like maybe like a Mario type or
Mario, it was like
something.
Mario Strikers. This is kind of reminding me of Mario Strikers.
Yeah, and everybody don't necessarily want to play with Mario characters. I feel like this is more of like your traditional, like, yeah, it's arcadey, but then at the same time they're not like doing nothing too crazy. Like, I think it looks fun, and I'm not even the biggest soccer person, but I could see myself, hopping on here playing it and having a good time.
Get on there with your
Just
boy,
running
man. I'm
around.
on there.
So I
They
mean, it
caught
looks like it's fun.
Crazy
what?
slide.
I can
You
What do
don't
see
you
slide
why.
that in real
What do
life.
you think when they say like you play Rocket League? They're saying like Rocket League soccer. What do you feel with that comparison?
I mean, I can see it. I mean, it's not exactly because Rocket League, you're in the car and you could do all kind of midair stuff also. But no, I mean, I can see it. It's so more of your traditional soccer with the little arcade flavor to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this
it's
is a game that I will probably like be around. Like like you said, if people talk about Rocket League, people still playing that crazy to this day. I think this is a game that'll be around for a while. That'll maintain a good player base. It looks fun.
yeah,
Like, I don't
it's
know
fun.
exactly everything that's going on, but
It's basic soccer mechanics. The one thing is
I
like
see you
you
got like
just
the
seeing it.
bar or whatever. Is that like a stamina bar or something?
Yeah, that's a stamina bar. Yeah, and you can switch from. So say if I'm goalie and then I move from the goal and you go down there, it switches. So your tag will switch. Like, all right, now you the goalie. So you can help
Okay,
out
okay.
things like
So
that. It's
one
pretty
person ain't
fun.
got to just be the goalie the whole time. They could just go down
Nope.
there for a little bit and then swap out. Okay, no, I think that's good. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's good. I can see why this game is popular. Like, it looks fun.
The
And
only
then,
thing
like I said,
they getting criticism over now is they did not add crossplay, and people are ticked off about that.
well, it's
People are ticked off
2025,
about that.
man. It's 2025. Like that's kind of a standard these days. We got Gears of War on
Right.
PlayStation now, bro. There's no more
Yeah.
excuses for this. So I think that's
Right.
kind of a staple of that any game should have nowadays.
All right, so this is the I'm trying to make a new stinger for this tagline for this section, but I tell you every week I'm gonna go on Reddit and get something. I'm gonna scour the web to get something, get a question. I found this interesting because I already know my answer, but I feel like you can get a lot of different answers from people. So they offer you $500,000 in cash, no games for the rest of your life. Or you just can play games for the, or you can live on normally like you would playing games, blah, 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 making your own money, boom, boom, boom. So you get $500, boom, here you go, BJ, here, Caroline, here's 500,000, but you can't play games ever again. What's your choice?
Oh,
What,
I'm still living my life. Sorry.
well,
Yeah,
I mean, $500,000 is a lot. I think you have to pay me more for me to give up gaming. That's for sure. Like my mom has this she's taught me this my whole life. She's like, there's always ways to make money. So if I'm like,
uh-huh.
yeah, like I mean, again, gaming is one of my passions. Like I don't. I'd rather have no money and still be able to play my passion than I mean, $500,000 is also gonna go disappear like that. Like
Mhm.
it's not gonna last me my whole lifetime. So no,
Right.
yeah, I need my games. Sorry, that's a no brainer for me.
BJ?
I'm gonna have to go with the games, man. Just because, I mean, whatever, man. It's like that's not, it's not everything. Ain't always about money, man. You're taking away something from me that I didn't have my entire life,
Mhm.
something that I enjoy doing in my spare time. Um, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it for me. I mean, I live a pretty decent life with what I got, and I think I'm all right with that. Like I can have all that money, but then I ain't gonna be able to get any of the new games come out with it. So what am I supposed to do with it? Like I don't know. Like
Right.
I might have to skip on that. As crazy as that sounds.
Well, that was what I was gonna say. So some people gonna call us all crazy because it's unanimous. Like some, oh my gosh, y'all turning down 500K. That's half a million. I get it, but this is like a lifestyle for us, like all of us. So I'm not giving it up for 500. I'm not even sure I'm giving that up for a million. I'm just being honest with y'all. Some
Yeah.
people might. I'm not sure I'm giving that up for that. It'll have to be a astronomical amount because, like BJ said, once you get it, okay, I'm gonna want to go buy games with it. And I can't go buy games with it because that's a part of the deal. So what am I gonna do with it? I mean, I guess you could buy some nice stuff, but I live a pretty decent, modest life myself, like BJ said. So I'm fine with I'm fine with my games.
Did most people say that they were gonna take the 500, or did most
No,
people say they okay?
no, no, nope. There's like I'll take. They said I'll keep gaming. That's. So that was pretty cool
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
I wanted to show y'all this because I don't know if BJ might know. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the name of this game right. I'm sure Johnny would know, but just for my Palworld lovers out there, they're doing so. Palworld is pushing on despite this lawsuit, so they're joining this game.
Oh,
Um,
Terraria. Okay.
they're
Terraria.
joining this game, so you're gonna be able to catch the stuff from that game on Palworld. They're adding like those are gonna be pals and all this stuff like that. So I've never played this game. I have heard of this game. Um, but I thought this was pretty interesting that even within the lawsuit, they still pushing, man. They are still going. They adding this stuff, so that's an update that's coming relatively soon, and they're gonna add new pals, new gaming mechanics, and things like that. BJ, have you ever played this game, the other game?
Terraria? No, I never played
Yeah.
it. I mean, I'm
Okay.
familiar with it, but I've never played it. No.
I brought up a little a little this dude was playing it. He was talking the dude I was listening to earlier. This is kind of how it looks. A little bit looks kind of like that. So I've never played it. It looks interesting, but I'm like, okay, they're gonna add new pals and things like that. And the little article I read said they are pushing. They said they ain't stopping. Nintendo's not stopping them. So I guess that's the sword from the game. And then they're gonna add all these new pals and new mechanics to it. So I think that's pretty cool. So
What was it?
Caroline,
Oh, I was
Go
like,
ahead, sorry.
what's the gameplay? Is it a 2D or is it like a 3D game?
I think it's the two. The gameplay of that game is this right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So
I like my retro games though, so for me, like, it looks like a lot of fun. So that's what I'm like. That looks like it's 3D. Okay.
and it's a Palworld update. Blah blah blah. That game has sold over 60 million copies worldwide. That's insane. And you can capture, train, fight, and work on monsters just like pals. And it's an update that can be enjoyed by both communities. So,
So do you have to get Terraria? Do you have to get Terraria, or do you have to get Palworld to play it? Or
Palworld. There's just an update to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So when the game's still up. So anytime you want to jump back in, I still got it on.
I was about to ask, like, now that I'm back for a bit, like, I wanna play.
I'm on summer vacation, so I got all the time in the world.
I got 2 weeks until I start work again. So like my nights are not as free, but like definitely during the day, like I got some things in the next couple of days during the day, but like I need to play again. Like, yeah, I'll message you.
Yeah, let me know.
I want to play some Palworld.
That's one game that I love to play, or that I thoroughly enjoy just sitting down and playing that game. So, yeah. So we hit that.
Sorry, when's the update coming for Terraria?
Let's see. Let me look really fast. Let's see. Terraria Palworld update.
Will it be on PlayStation?
June 25th. So a couple days.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah, a couple days. Just hit. Hey, like I said, I'm ready. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Well, we going. I mean, we all going camping next week, but
right.
We'll get some time in before that.
Right.
Yeah. So the 25th. I guess I gotta let my update. 25th. All right, man. I don't know about this one today. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do not know about this one today. I think it's hard, but it might not be as hard as I think it is. So this game is coming from me. So this is one of my games. Usually I try to get from this is one of a game that I thought was interesting. I'm gonna give you a little bit of rundown on it. I had some stuff highlighted. It received generally positive reviews. Critics praised it. The soundtrack is visuals with more mixed opinion regarding its gameplay and story. The game was nominated for several awards, including Game of the Year, winning some of them. By blank year, the game has sold 5 million copies worldwide. I won't tell y'all that. I was gonna say there was one more thing I wanted to say from it. All right, that's all I want to say. I thought I had one more thing highlighted, but I can't find it. Yeah. To me, this is a hard game, but we're gonna find out right now. So let the questioning and the last duel returns. Let it begin. Let me get a pen. All right, I'm ready.
All right. So was it initially released on or before 2000?
No.
This is a game of the year.
Okay, was this game come out after 2010?
Yes.
Okay, so we got 2010. Well, not even 20. I said after, so 2011 till present.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me good? Y'all hear me well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it primarily single player?
Yes.
Okay. So it's one of his single player games. A few single player games.
So now 2010. Did this game come out 2020 or later?
I won't add a word in it. Did this game originally come out 2020 or later? We're gonna have to start getting that word play because it's been released and blah blah blah. Originally 2020 or later, no.
Okay. Hmm.
Was it originally released on Nintendo?
No.
Okay.
That is 5.
It is this an RPG game?
No.
So if it's primarily single player, it's probably action adventure then. Are there shooting elements in the game?
Mm, mm, That I do not know.
Okay.
I gotta check on that. I don't know about that.
Okay.
So I ask another, or think of another while I'm looking it up.
What about magic? Is there magic in the game?
Is there magic in the game? I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It's predominantly a single player game.
Or it could be a single player game.
That's what you asked, right? So
yeah, I asked if it was predominantly a single player, but for all I know, it could just be a single player.
the people that are playing it for single player, probably. Is this
Caroline, yes, there's shooting element.
Okay.
is this a action adventure or puzzle game?
Yes.
Probably action adventure.
Probably.
So action adventure, not
No magic.
no magic, but shooting apparently.
There's some shooting. There's some shooting. I don't think it's primarily shooting, because otherwise he would have said yes.
Right, he had to really look into it.
Mm.
But it's there. It's also like what, somewhere between 2011 and 2019 or something.
2019, something like that. Yeah. It's not going to be like a superhero game, right?
Could be. I mean,
there's no magic, but like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
I guess Batman.
A lot
Batman
of the
doesn't use
superhero
magic.
shit has some kind of magic.
Yeah, Batman doesn't have magic.
Not really, but then who else is there though, right? Like, it's usually a team. Do you play in a part? Like, is there just one character, or is there like, I don't know, I guess I can't ask it like that. Is there like a group? Like, is it like a group that you follow?
So do you play in like a party?
Yeah.
No, that's 10.
Okay.
It's a part of a series or like a franchise.
You said, is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What franchise? Does Devil May Cry have? Does Devil May Cry have magic? I don't play the series. Same thing with like Resident Evil. Resident Evil.
I don't think Dante really uses magic, but like some of the other like enemies probably use some magic though.
Okay.
There's definitely some magic there, I would say.
Okay. We've done Assassin's Creed. I think there's magic in Assassin's Creed. Pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Resident Evil?
Not really. Not magic wise anyway.
I'm trying to think of a series that would.
A series that I don't know.
That wouldn't use
There's
magic.
always fall.
Is it what?
There's always the Fallout series.
Is that magic in it?
No, no, it does not. I mean, I guess unless you count like VATS as magic, but I wouldn't. Uh,
Have we mentioned the series in this podcast today?
You have not.
okay, so it's not Fallout. Not any of the other things that we mentioned.
Okay. What series would it be?
There's a
What
lot of
else is
series out
popular?
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what else is popular? How many
Mm,
questions have we had already?
You guys are at 12 questions right now.
Okay.
no magic, but shooting. What if it was puzzle this whole time? That's why. So I don't like picking multiple. I mean, it still is. I guess that still narrows it down, but you can get stuck on one thing, but then it's really the other thing.
That's true. We've done that so many times already. Why don't we put shooting in a puzzle game? Maybe.
I mean, might as well ask it then. If it's number, y'all ask it. It's either or.
Yeah, I mean, I could just ask. Is it just an action adventure game?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, not on Nintendo, so it ain't no Zelda or anything. Although there's definitely magic in Zelda. Um,
I'm trying to think what other series. This is where I get stumped. Do Overwatch.
is it an open world game?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be Fallout.
We're,
You already
Oh,
we
mentioned that,
mentioned it.
remember?
Yeah.
oh yeah. I forgot. I mean, we already said it's none of the series that I already mentioned. Okay, well, open world.
I don't know what's open world other than
I feel like we've had Red Dead 2 already once, so
is
it could be
Diablo
that.
considered open world?
I wouldn't consider it open world
Okay.
based on what I think, but
Is my mom here? The heck?
I'm trying to think. Well, what came out? Those. Do you want to narrow down the years, or do we have an idea? I mean, I'm also running out of questions to ask. Is that gonna help us?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's open world, so that I don't know. Some of the games that I think of, I feel like came out after the time frame that we already established.
I'm just trying to think what series.
Oh shit! Oh my bad.
Y'all at 14 right now.
We got a few questions left.
We do got a few. Um, as I am over here like melting.
Mm,
Shooting with no magic though.
sorry, it was between 2010 and 2020, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, like 2011 and 2019, kind of. So yeah, somewhere in there.
There somewhere in there. What's been re-released multiple times?
Shit, I feel like a lot of games.
Everything.
Yeah, it was originally released.
I was thinking like open world. Like I think about Cyberpunk, but I feel like I don't know. I know that's kind of newer. I don't know if that was after 2020 or not though.
Ask. Gonna ask.
Ask if it is. Like also, I think Cyberpunk ain't a series either. It's only got the one game.
Does it?
So
I guess that was coming. They were
as
coming
far as
up.
I know, I mean, unless it's something I don't know about it, but I'm pretty sure it's only got the one game.
Okay.
Mm,
I'm trying to think of games he's mentioned in the podcast before.
another
Like,
game.
is Red Dead Redemption? Would that be?
I mean, it's in a series and it's open world, but I feel like we had that on one of these already and didn't get it, if I recall.
We did have Red Dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did. Okay.
we did. Um, Another game I think about is like Crackdown. I've thought about that game a couple of times, but
I've never heard of it.
it's like you play as like a like super soldier police officer, and you like go around the city like fighting crime and stuff.
What about The Witcher? Isn't The Witcher a series? Is that open
I
world?
mean, it is a series. I don't know if it has magic or not though. I never played it.
Probably it has
It
magic.
seems like the type of world that would, but I don't know for sure.
I'm trying to think. The Last of Us is also a game he mentioned before.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not familiar
I
with
also
the
don't think
game.
that that's open world either. That's more
Oh, okay.
like kind of stage by stage.
Last of Us or Witcher?
Witcher's open world. Last of Us,
Okay.
no, no, that's more
Okay.
like kind of go from one level to the next.
Mm. It's a part of the Witcher series. So let's ask that.
No,
No.
15.
Right.
Yeah, might as well ask anything you can
Yeah.
think of at this point. I would
This
say.
game, this game, I've said I'm gonna do this sometime if y'all far away at 15 questions.
We
This
are
game
so far
extensively
away.
this game extensively uses licensed music from bands, and when spin blah blah blah, I can't use that. Oh,
License.
and the player's main enemies are otherworldly creatures, zombies, monsters esque, those kind of things.
You're so far off.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what is it dead? Is it dead space? Otherworldly creatures, like
That uses. I feel like it's from a movie. Like maybe this game is like was made into a movie, or a movie was made into a video game. Like one of those, like Alien versus Predator.
otherworldly creatures, though.
Like werewolves. I don't know.
I got five and a guess.
Five and a guess, right?
Did this game take place in space at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay, but the guy was about the aliens, maybe, or maybe the aliens invade.
Well, aliens usually they come down here and do stuff.
Yeah,
I was thinking like a Dead Space type of game, maybe, and I don't even know when that came out either. It says it's got licensed music and otherworldly creatures.
like zombies. So a zombie game.
Is it a zombie game?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that. Is it a zombie game?
No.
No.
He said, oh.
Licensed music and otherworldly creatures. So the licensed music, I feel like it's not too many games that use licensed music like that.
This is
No.
true. This is true. And it says the game extensively uses licensed music.
See,
I
that's the
feel
thing.
like that should tell me.
I just feel like it's Guitar Hero at this point, a rock band, but I don't think it's that.
Yeah, it can't be that because that's not even action adventure, right?
No, it's not. But those are the games that I think of that uses expensive.
That's the ones using
music.
licensed music, I guess.
Yeah.
And you said it's not a party. Now I'm thinking about like Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Right.
I say, from what I'm hearing from y'all right now, I say just shoot out questions, man.
Man, we ain't nowhere near it.
Is it a superhero game?
No.
No, no. That's the only one. I'm like Marvel uses licensed music.
Oh, is the character? It's like the main character of the game, character or characters? I don't know. But is the main character? Is it like some? Is it a known like face?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes to that.
Oh, jeez,
Huh.
that's a good question. But it's not a
I'm
superhero.
gonna, I am
Not a
gonna say
superhero.
yes to that.
So a known face that
No
has
face.
licensed music and is fighting otherworldly creatures.
We're assuming that we can make a. Should I ask if the main character is human? Or are we just assuming
At
he's
this
human?
point, feel free to ask whatever
Is
you
the main
want.
character human?
Yes,
How many
Okay.
and
questions we
you
got
guys
left?
are
I
at
still
your
got a bunch of
guess.
guess.
Oh, we're at our
Yikes.
guess. Oh, damn it.
We got a human main character
That's recognizable.
that's recognizable that uses a bunch of licensed music and fights otherworldly creatures. Maybe it is Devil May Cry,
But we
but I
already
don't know.
mentioned it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did mention it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like games that are like action adventure and like the music is like actually like important, kinda. Not necessarily important, but like it's like I don't know. I don't know. What
I mean,
what
at least throw something out
what's your
there.
best guess? What do we got?
Our best guess is bad. Like, I'm just like, maybe we should have asked if it was. I mean, it's an action adventure game, but
Yeah.
there's shooting, but there's no magic. I just feel like recognizable people are like
The series.
superheroes or like athletes or.
True.
I
But
mean,
it's
I
not.
could be wrong on a recognizable, but I personally think yes. So
I mean, it probably is. Um,
I was just gonna go with Devil May Cry. With
I
Dante.
mean, which one is it? It can't be none of like
No, it's
the
not.
older ones. It'd have to be like 4 or 5 or something. Because the older ones are definitely like before 2010. I feel like. I mean, we could go like if you want to do Devil May Cry, we could do. I would say either 4 or 5.
I mean,
Um,
I don't think it is, but I don't have any other
I don't
guess.
think it is either. But shit, I certainly don't know.
All right, we're gonna go with Devil May Cry 4.
that is
Yeah,
unfortunately incorrect.
Dang.
The character's
I saw.
name, like I said, I know him. I think I know a lot of people know him. I don't know if he's available for the general public, but Norman Reedus.
Oh, okay. So what is it? Death Stranding?
It is Death Stranding. It is Death Stranding.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
Death
I know.
Stranding 2 is about to come out, so I went ahead and chose Death Stranding.
I mean, that is a notable. That's for sure a notable face. I would say.
Death Stranding. Some people call it a walking simulator. I personally
Okay.
enjoyed it, but I didn't come anywhere close to beating it. So
I'm not
I
anywhere
didn't
familiar
close.
play
with
it
the game. I've
because
heard the game before. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, Death Stranding 2 on the beach is coming out, I think, this upcoming week, I believe.
We've mentioned this. I think yeah, because it was one of the it was on one of the directs, right? The new
Yep,
one.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
I
yep.
remember. I vaguely remember us mentioning them. Me not really having interest in it.
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess
I'm
you
not
can shoot
interested in
on
it.
here. I didn't know you could shoot on here as well. So
Okay.
um has a little like nice backstory with the baby and everything like that. And it's
Right.
a
Right.
whole kind of just,
Definitely not magic.
it's a
Definitely
whole
not in
whole game.
space.
Yeah, I know. At first I thought it wasn't, and I was like, it's that, but they said it's Earth. So because I knew it had
Okay.
some space elements in it.
Yeah,
So
that one was hard.
Death Stranding. Yeah, I figured it. I figured it was on medium and hard. But when I said Norman Reedus, BJ knew the game. So
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I know about the game. I just never played it or never was really interested in it.
So we appreciate you guys. We're back. We're gonna be trying to be on every week again. Summer vacation for some of us. New time, new jobs, new everything. We're feeling good. Gonna get some more. So me and D'Lo are working on the social media part of it to get more things out on that. So I want to say I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next
Woo!
time.